Ugh. Alright. This might be a pain for me, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Day 45 of applications, where Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to work. You know what? This will work. Alright, so I'm going to have my left hand covering my right eye so that it doesn't hurt as much. Because fuck these sinus infections. Anyway, I stopped on... I don't even remember what I stopped on, I just remember stopping on here. So here we go, Team Golden Glow. Sounds like a... No, her name was Cozy Glow, that was the name of the character. Also, we got the bass song, here we go. Why did I open up Steam? So we got a name, Sarana, not Serena, Sarana. Is that it? Oh, it's just a Puchiana, huh. Hold on, maybe if I look at it like... Okay, there we go, that looks a lot better. I am the demo man, except I'm white. Wait, there was another one? So there was this Sarana, Puchiana. Oh, now we just suddenly have a Pansage named Lokir. I guess they just showed up out of nowhere. And then we get the name Team Golden Glow. Actually, I wonder how fast this is. Actually, you know what? This is fast. I'm going to right hand over my right eye because it's starting to get uncomfortable. Okay, so we got... Lokir was born to a septile and a semisage. Got 3 other siblings. They lived in a hidden forest away from the village. And they have a family tradition that once they turn 18, they have to leave the household to search for their main purpose in life. They wanted to find their brother and sister to see what their true calling was. And then they were stopped by Sarana, who asked if he wanted to join her team. And then he declined her, and she left to sign up by herself, so he followed her. And they're merchants. And Sarana is mute. Okay. Before you say that the accessories are valid, please take a look at these. What are these? 4 of 4 not found, damn. Alright. Next up. I know how to navigate without a mouse. Team Sky Pierce. So I just realized I'm opening up tabs instead of closing them. Alright. Sorry for this being slow. I want to make sure my eye is hurt as least as possible. So... You last posted in 2020. Any alt links? Pokemon Nation account? Wait, this leads to a DeviantArt account. Oh damn, this must... Wait, 10 years? Oh, I remember seeing that meme around. And I remember when Overwatch was popular. 2017. Yeah. I should not be operating a mouse meant for a right hand while I'm doing this. Okay. Here we go. It's even worse because I'm wearing glasses. If I wasn't wearing glasses, this would be a hell of a lot easier. Okay, so what else? Nothing, so moving on. Team Sky Piercers R. Why is there an R? No, there's not. It doesn't exist, see? We got Ryujin at Bagon with Flamethrower, Dragon Claw, Zen Headbutt, and Sleep Talk. I'm guessing Sleep Talker is meant to be a counter for anyone trying to use sleeping moves. But when does that come up in roleplay? I wonder. Especially when every single other team member under the sun has, like, attacking moves up the ass, and barely anyone has any sleeping moves. So we got Ryujin. They want to recruit others to their team. I see. Oh my god, every time I'm trying to read this, my head just kind of slants a bit. Let's see, they're an only child. They were constantly out and about. They were much more active than their friends. And also a lot more brave than they were. They are smart. I'm not stupid enough to jump off a freaking cliff without water underneath it, so this Bagon definitely knows source jank. If you don't get it, even if you have 1 centimeter of water on the ground and you jump onto it, as long as it's a water brush, by the way, then you will not take fall damage. Don't believe me? Play Team Fortress 2. They're 3 inches taller than the average Bagon. They love purple and mango berries and sweet things. And that's it. And they're a rescuer, right. B. Oh, that was their last deviation too. Well, don't know what they're up to because, yep. Team Spearmint. Okay, let my, right hand take over. We got Aaron Evergreen Snivy with Glare, Seed Bomb, Aqua Tail, and Leaf Blade. Yeah. Darker green skin than most Snivies. Then we got Choco, Chocolate and Cocoa, Fleetfoot, the Dodo. Got a clever name here. They've got Quick Attack, Fury Attack, Supersonic, and Brave Bird. It's an interesting moveset right there. Oh no, there's none of the things. Oh my god, Uncover my right eye to see if it was safe, and oh my god, that's bright. We already got an argument. Okay, back to covering. I don't think I can handle this. Oh. So we got a different storyline here. They're talking about an Archon. A quick biography of your very lackluster life. Damn, Callahan. No angst-filled stories about how you hate yourself and other such drivel, because then you'll be wasting both of our time. I also don't want any lies. I'm old enough to tell a lie when I hear one. I don't know. I don't think that sounds like something Callahan would say. I think he'd pretty much want to try to hide his age as much as possible. Let's see. The Snivy, they were born in Emerald Woods. I already forgot her name. And that's pretty much because I'm focusing on trying to cover up this eye so it doesn't get hurt. They've lived a life, most of their life in luxury. Yep, death. After a chat with their parents, they got their permission and was told to come here. Wait, an incident resulting in death. What happened? It wasn't parent death, because it says that your parents are still alive. It's still not complete. Alright. Oh, it was on April 1st, 2013, so right around the group's second anniversary. They only got 2 stuff. Oh, wow, that was it. Nothing else. Hi, I wish to rule the world. I bet you do, Paper Mario protagonist. I mean antagonist. God, I can't focus on anything right now besides covering this eye. Okay, let's see if I can do 2-eye this time. Team Peppermint Sunday, and I already see Fairy Tale. Oh my god, it literally is. It literally is, isn't it? There's characters. I know Natsuki is a character from Fairy Tale. What, Fanon? No? Was I wrong? It was Natsu, wasn't it? Yeah, Natsu. That's the character from Fairy Tale. And then, was Yuki also a character? No? Okay, then these are just characters, and I'm wrong. Let's see, we got a Pachirisu with Iron Tail, Uproar, Grass Knot, and Volt Switch. And Natsuki is a Mudkip with Avalanche, Earth Power, Protect, and Scald. And yeah, I know. I'd also want to get through with this as soon as possible. Well, we got teenagers. Yuson? Okay. Okay, so only the dialogue is bolded. Okay, so for Yuki, grew up in a small family. It was just her and her sister. She's a shiny patchery, so you gotta keep that in mind. The parents gone. Parents treated them like crap. Okay. Um, they worked on something. They were working on getting something for their sister for her birthday. She got her a mini statue of them, but the sister broke down into tears. So then the sister was like, "Please never leave me like our parents left us." And then the sister said that she must leave her? I want you to join a guild. The truth is that I've become blind, and I knew what you were making me, and I was so upset that I will never be able to truly see it. Oh, that's sad. But rest aside, go off into the big world and make a really good friend and join a guild. It was always my dream, but I can't do it now, so please. It'll be the best birthday present ever. I mean, she probably still has a sense of how to write stuff if she just became blind. Like, I don't know. I could probably do something with my eyes closed. Let me open up paint.net. Where is it? Oh, right, there it is. Okay, where's my paint.net cam? I'm going to try and write with my eyes closed. If I can find the paint.net cam, where is it? Is it other games? This thing really needs a search function because I got way too much shit piled up on here. Wait, there it is. It's like over here. Okay. Wow, I didn't even put it all in the canvas. Hang on, give me another chance. I'll get it right this time. Okay. 3000, 3000. I'm gonna full screen this so I can make sure I stay within the canvas. Okay, this time I'll get a real chance. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, you see what I mean? I can still write with my eyes closed. I just can't. I probably can't operate on a mouse with my eyes closed. But if I were to do this on the drawing tablet, I definitely could. Okay, now we're back into this. Okay, so after all of that, a month later they met Natsuki. He saved them from rampaging Beedrills. Jesus Christ, these forests are so full of evil Pokemon. They're rescuers. And then as for Natsuki, I keep thinking of Natsuki from Doki Doki Literature Club. They are a fluffy mudkip, a rarity. Train with her dad. Always telling her that if she wasn't strong, she'd leave them? What the fuck? And then when they had a day off, they were looking through the forest for food, and they ran into, what was her name? Yuri or Yuki? Yuki, right. And then Natsuki trained Yuki. No, Natsuki's father trained Yuki. And then 2 months later, they were they were set out to join a guild. Oh, and apparently they're dating. I hate that Ninetales. Ah. And Natsuki's in the past. Yep. And then they... Oh, they never did post anything after this. And yep, more fairy tale stuff. Yeah, that is true. You could literally fit them all in their own world and they could live. What the fuck? Okay, this is the first time I've seen an application be featured on a sequel, an unofficial sequel group. But yeah, after PMDE closed, a lot of people tried to make like unofficial sequel groups, and this was one of them. Yep. Man, this was founded 13 years ago. That's exactly when the group ended. Alright, so we got... Shadow, Lithona, and an egg. Oh, we get to play guess the species. So for Shadow we got Bite, Iron Tail, Wild Charge, and Thunder. That's actually... It's got to be Electric type. I'm on the fence of if it's... It could be Electrike. It might be Electric. And then for Lithona... It's Eevee! We know it's Eevee. I've seen those moves so many times to the point where I know it's an Eevee if I see it. Am I wrong? Also, why does the egg have a collar? Shinx! I forgot about Shinx. But I knew the second one was an Eevee. I don't think anyone is capable of coming up with a with any other kind of Eevee moveset. We just kind of optimized Eevee. Like, let me go on Cerebi and see if I can come up with an Eevee moveset. From Gen 5 and below. Okay, so, Baton Pass would be difficult to use in an RP setting, I know that. I could try putting Trump Card in there. Let's see. I would like Trump Card, but also what else? Stored power could be funny. Any moves that raise stats? Raise. Okay, there's 3 moves that raise stats. One is double team, which is no. What? So I can't even use stored power because I need to put double team on there? That's whack. Synchronize is not a good move, so I'm not putting that on there. Unless I do Eevee versus Eevee stuff. Ooh, Mimic. Mimic could be a good gimmick move. Yeah, so what I've got so far is Trump Card and Mimic. We'll get back to that later. I will not remember this. Okay, left hand's turn to be on the face. See the team Darklight, that's an oxymoron. So Shadow, he was exploring in his family's territory and found Lithona fainted near a tree. Let's see, parents didn't want her to be there because territory stuff. Eventually Lithona was healed, but she was scared of their parents. And then she overheard one of her Shinx friends talking about Tao, so the two just went there. They're rescuers. And as for Lithona, they were exploring. And they went too far from the home and got attacked. And then they ended up fainted near Shadow's place. Let's see. You last posted in 2022 on DeviantArt. Follow them on YouTube. Okay. Why does this feel like someone who do stuff free? 1 month ago? So they have posted something 1 month ago, but do they have other accounts? What if I go to this OC animation? I do not see any links. They post a lot of animations, it seems. A lot of OC stuff. Do they really not have any other stuff? Hold on, let me look them up. They have a toy house. I forgot how difficult it is to gauge activity on Toy House, so... Well, at least we know. I'm left-handed now. Again. And the rest of the links here are... Wait, what? No, that's not the right one. Yeah, the rest of the links here are DeviantArt. Okay. So, next... Team Lambent? Varda and Asher. Interesting names already. We got a grass type. And a Munchlax, so it could be a typical PMD team. gummy, so they mentioned gummies here. Also, that's twice they mentioned yes, sir. What's with all this awkward tension going on here? You're just filing an application. Oh, and then it's a story time. Let's see. Asher always wanted to do this. They've heard stories about Pokemon that have went out and became heroes. Apparently carries a book around with him. Rescue Team Handbook. Talks about the book. Like, geez, you don't have to sound so desperate. You're just filing an application. And then Varda met Asher one day, and Asher asked them if they wanted to be in a rescue team. And that's it. Wait, do we still know what species Asher is? They only say grass type. Okay, I guess we have to guess the... Wait, it's not Asher. Asher's the Munchlax, right. So Varda's the grass type. Anyway, Asher's got Tackle, Screech, Strength, and Protect. Already a good moveset here. And Varda has Vine Whip, Leaf Tornado, Growth, and Leaf Blade. I can only assume that this is a Snivy because it doesn't have any other type moves. And it knows Leaf Blade. The new app? Oh, never mind. The new app is gone. Because... Wait. What the fuck? This links back to PK's writing app. Oh, okay. Hold on. Jesus Christ, I can't type. Wait a second, I just typed this into Web Archive, I'm getting stuff. Wait, never mind, that's right, it's a download. Wait, what the fuck, the writing app is... What the fuck, you mean the writing app has been here this entire time? Oh my god, well, it's a doc file, so let me import this through Google Docs. That is how do I import? Wait, actually, I could just import from Ellipsis. I forget I have that now. Okay, I have to make yet another folder. And then I have to import a doc. Where is it? Where's the doc file? It's a... Oh, it's a Microsoft Word 97 file. Ooh. Not a docx. But yeah, still, it's got all of the stuff here. Wow, who wants to take a break and look at this sometime? Like right now, maybe. Can I... No, seriously, can I import this somehow? How do I import? How to import. Oh, wait, I could just do it from blank? Okay. That's... I'm struggling right now. Oh my god, these stupid search captchas. Wait, it says open? That's what that is? Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll upload this. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let me check to see if I can open this in the main one. Give me a second. Okay, I can. So, now we can read this. Welcome to the writing app that I just managed to find. Alright, so what transpires below is an interaction between your team and the Tau Village Guild Registrar. The Registrar official will do his best to enter your team into the official Guild Registrar, but he can't do it alone. He'll need your team members to talk to and interact with him. So please write out your responses in bold. Bold! We're serious about this. Also, pretend anything in between lines of equal marks doesn't exist. You don't need to post it in your application. Please keep in mind this application is still in its early stages. If there's something that doesn't quite fit your team situation, use your imagination to come up with something so we and your readers have the relevant info. I will make an official prompt for these things as I see necessary. Feel free to modify Callahan's dialogue and reactions as you see fit, but do fill out the application details at the top when all is said and done. What is already written down for Callahan is merely suggestion. You do not have to stick to it. Start completely from scratch if you wish. We would just like to see a small story of your team interacting with Callahan. A rather aggravated Ninetales is a complete handful for anyone who interacts with him. He enjoys making other Pokemon suffer through paperwork and will never show whether or not he's annoyed. Yeah, surely everybody followed the advice. And we got all the signatures and stuff. And then for accessories... we got some possible response stuff. Delete if none. There's a lot. Oh, and there's also stuff like he'll probably cut you off if you attempt to give him your name here. He's rather pushy about drawing your accessories, you notice. Why is he smiling about that? They don't look that wet. And was the ink really running? He seems to enjoy your sadness. Your Pokemon probably don't know what French is. He'll cut you off without remorse if you talk here. Think of a good name. He doesn't like alternate spellings of words and will not mask his discontent. Common angst riddle stories bore him. Make it good. Don't make your Pokemon important for no reason. It's best to start your Pokemon out as a somewhat blank canvas, which you paint on during the course of the missions. No one likes a story brimming with self-entitlement and overused tropes. He ushers your team out quite hastily without giving you a chance to claim your belongings. It is only after you're not quite pushed out in the pouring rain and the door closes behind you, you do realize this. Your belongings are returned with cheer once you remind him, and you can only wonder whether or not if it's the teams who actually forget them and not Callahan. And then it says, don't put this in your application. Please come back here and have your third and fourth members, if they ever exist, to sign and date this paperwork and update it with all the relevant information. If you have a third or fourth member, please use the prompt below. If you do not have a third or fourth member, your writing application is done. Possible response, delete if none. Is he teasing you or actually making fun? Who knows? Teasing again. And then application stuff. The prompts in italic are obviously efforts to encourage you to actually write interaction between two or more characters. This application also attempts to get you to write the actions and dialogue of another person's character, my character, Callahan the Ninetails. Get in the mindset for this, as it will be required in pretty much every mission and event. Also, please don't simply list facts over and over, that's extremely boring. Feel free to use your imagination to come up with exciting dialogue. Judge how your Pokemon will react to his pesterings, teasings, making fun ofs, quirkiness, and create something interesting. Quick explanation of rankings. Far-fetched is for new writers or writers who feel they should work on their skills a little bit more before upgrading themselves to Chatot rank. We will generally forgive some grammar and spelling errors in the far-fetched rank, as well as continuity errors in overall story structure. Even if you're new to writing, there's really no excuse for misspelled words and grammatical errors. You will lose points, just probably not as many as you would have lost had you chosen Chatot. We will be extremely strict and unforgiving about pretty much everything when it comes to the Chatot rank. This includes, but is not limited to, spelling, grammar, sentence structure, continuity, character development, storyline progression, immersion. You get the idea. Jesus fucking Christ! Remember that this was a this is a group that had contests and stuff. So Jesus Christ, expecting that much, I would have been scared out of Chatot rank if I saw this. The choice in ranks is completely up to you. We look forward to reading your application as well as your entries for the events and missions we have planned out for the PMD-E group. Welcome! And that's pretty much it. That's the writing application. Yeah. Okay, get out of that tab. So, thank you NetBug009 13 years ago for including the link to the written application in there, because what a find. I was not expecting to find something here. Also, that's a lot of... Oh, jeez. True. Last posted in 2021. Let's see. Okay, gotta look up stuff on X-Cancel. Wait, if there was a writing app too, does this mean a writing app? God damn it, I thought I was smart. But wait, there could be a chance. So what? Why is this repeated 3,000 times? It's not archived. So yeah, I thought I was smart, but I wasn't. I was a fart. Okay, so they last posted here in 2025. They have a card. Good. They have a Tumblr? Okay, so they're talking about the... Oh. 5 a.m. They are still active. By the way, anyone who follows me has been like, huh, that Digital Circus show seems fun, but I've only watched completed series. You have 3 days. That is a threat. They certainly do talk a lot. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, can I at least look at the archive? See how much they've... Oh my god, I can't type. Yeah, they're one of the rare people that continues to post almost daily on Tumblr. So I'm gonna have to add this person's account to the list of people that I should contact about PMDE stuff. And the what was it again? Um the museum, that's right. I was stuck on the word. Ugh, I did not mean to open that. I love clicking on irrelevant shit in my taskbar when I'm trying to click on something else. So yep, this person's still active. Gablade Runner. What is a Gablade? Oh, no, wait, the Gablade Runner is the user. I was about to say, what team name is this? Okay, so the team is named Team Marrow. We got Ike, a Cubone, serious, often lost in thought. Does he fight for his friends by any chance? Got Bone Club, Bone Meringue, Bone Rush, and Rage. Strife, a Togepi. Is he from Nibelheim by any chance? He's got Metronome, Sweet Kiss, Charm, and Safeguard. Okay, I was about to say if the next one was called Zach, I was about to say, okay, so is he from Gungaga? Me? Gungaga. Yeah, so we got Ike from Radiant Dawn and Cloud Strife. There was little dialogue here, which makes sense. I guess it wouldn't make sense for Cloud. I don't remember him talking much. Then again, I've never played Final Fantasy VII. Oh, wow, there's little dialogue. We come from the Kanto Johto area. I didn't know we were in mainline games all of a sudden. Oh, we got it. An entire history. Used to live in peace and harmony back in Lavender Town, but then they were raided by Haunter and Gengar. They took my parents hostage until 1999. I was not expecting to hear the year 1999 in a PMDE application. That just that feels so strange to me. Anyway, the parents were executed as blackmail. This looks like they were trying to turn mainline settings. They were trying to transform that into something that would fit in the PMD verse. They built their own house in Tau Village somehow without Agave being pissed off. And as for Stripe, they hatched a couple of days ago. From a mission... They were a mission reward, apparently. They left them for adoption. And then Ike came along and grabbed them. Oh, there's an updated app? Then why is this one featured? I want to find the other one. ULEZ posted in 2017. Ah. Well, their username does make it difficult to see if I can try looking it up on Random Fire Emblem Hero Sticks. So that was a Fire Emblem reference, huh? Okay, I'm gonna try and look up application. There it is. There's their 2.0. Don't know why their 2.0 wasn't linked. Same thing here. Oh, they've apparently... there's certainly a lot more in this one, so they have improved. Also, it's in first person now. I think the other one was in third person. Let me grab this one. Yeah, this one was in third person. This one's now in first person. Imagine having your application be retconned, though. I was about to mention something about the bone marrow, but I held off on it. Okay, so in this updated application, they didn't mention anything about Lavender Town or Kanto or Johto. And they didn't mention anything about the year 1999, so sorry for any Y2K fans. God, I just realized, with technology existing thanks to Steel City, do you think anyone over there had to experience Y2K? Oh my god, it's the year 2000. All Porygon have gone to the shitter and are malfunctioning because it's now the year 2000. That would be funny though. Let's see, they swore vengeance on the ghosts. And then after that, they started an individual rescuer team. Then they heard about Tao Village and came to settle there. They still ended up building a house. It seems most of the Mons here needed more than one member to start a group. I mean, there are solo members, you could just do that. You didn't need to adopt someone to do that. And in this one, instead of being a couple of days old at the time of the application, Strife is now a week old. And they were abandoned at the daycare center. Oh, no, wait, never mind. They still mentioned Johto. You were so close. And then there's suddenly an Eevee named Andromeda. Alright, so next up we got... Why is there another art app here? Mike! I can't be bothered. Well, you heard it here, folks. Mike just didn't give a shit. Actually, was that... That had to have been an error. Yeah, it says the United here, but when you... It's an art app. Why? Well, I guess we'll look at it. We got... Where the hell is my body? We got... I can't read that. And I'm not saying that because one eye is closed. I mean, I can't tell if those are A's or U's. Is that Blazafure Recluse? Let me check here. Yep, Blazafure Recluse. They're Trico with Energy Ball, Dig, Thunder Punch, and Synthesis, and they also have a hidden move? What? And then Dralo Absin. There goes the fourth wall. They got Force Palm, Brick Break, Blaze Kick, and Earthquake. It's just the portraits, though, no full body. They drew it on Paint.net. Hey, that looks good for Paint.net. I should know, I use it. Team Ice and Dusk. Oh, that would have been a Glaceon. And then we got a Poochyena. And yep, that is definitely an Eevee moveset. And they have to put Hidden Power Ice because Eevee doesn't know an Ice type move otherwise. And then for member 2, that's the Poochyena. Charcoal. That they got Roar, Dark Pulse, Sucker Punch, and Snarl. Was Poochyena always a special attacker like Zoroark, or were they a physical attacker? Let me check. No, they have more attack than special attack, even in an evolution. So interesting choice to make to have 2 special attacks, and have the only physical attack be the move that you use when your opponent is also about to use an attack. I can't speak. Snow is sneezing, lol. I'm still struggling to cover my eye now and then. Let's see, Snow was born in Lomomola City. Then they met Cole one day, that's it. They're rescuers. Cole paused for a moment, thinking of how to refine his story to prevent him from saying that he was a criminal. Oh, okay. In Lomomola City, their parents were skilled people. One day someone attacked. They don't know why. Then they kidnapped their little sister and they tried looking for her. And then they met Snow. And then they thought of making a rescue team on the hope of finding their sister. Okay. So, why are they hiding a criminal past? And I wonder what it was. What do they mean by skilled people? Apparently Cole is a pessimist. Okay. Also dislikes weapons. Well, I don't know why you want to dislike weapons. I mean, I think the ambassador is pretty good even after the nerf. Okay, so his parents were both criminals that were never caught. He and his siblings were trained to be criminals. He and his sister were on a hunt when a bulky Pokemon attacked them for revenge on stealing an item of theirs. Cole protected his sister, got seriously injured, and when he woke up, his sister was nowhere to be seen. Wow. Oh, they have a Drawn app. Oh, I've seen this before. Oh yeah, this is a very cute style. But yeah, you got a criminal hiding the fact that they were a criminal. You got an interesting start there. I wonder if Callahan would have picked up on that. Okay. Is that Gungam style? Also, oh my god, we got differing fonts instead of bold. Okay, one of them's got memory loss. One of them's called Slash and the other is Axe. I wonder if one of them's an Axew. And wait. Oh, a Pikachu and a Zangoose. I was not expecting that. Okay, so I know Pikachu is a popular Pokemon. But a Pikachu Zangoose team? I mean, you'd think that would be more common, but I've not seen much of that combination. That's to say, I've never seen that combination at all. Also, I think I get what they're doing with the differing fonts. They want to... No, wait. Okay, now I'm confused. Why are there differing fonts? What is with the inconsistencies here? Anyway, they are Team Ninja. Okay, so Slash had a nice family. Then the house burned down while they were getting the groceries. And the family died. Lived with aunt and uncle. Even got a wife. And then they were kidnapped. Everyone either pitied me or tried to help me, but failed. So then they snuck out to the village. And then... Oh. Oh. They woke up in a hospital. Axe apparently saved them. And then they found out about Tao and decided that they could do that. What a complete tone shift. I mean, tonal whiplash. And then for X, they woke up on a beach with no memory. And the only reason why they remember their name is because of a note that said, "One day, X, one day we find you." Okay, so Axe is the Zangoose and Slash is the Pikachu. Yeah, Slash is the Pikachu and Axe is the Zangoose. Slash has Thunder, Iron Tail, Agility, and Vault Tackle. Also, we got descriptions. I always love descriptions for moves. Yeah. And Axe has X-Scissor, Shadow Claw, Poison Jab, and Brick Break. An all-around moveset here. Uh-oh. Apparently this had more than 2 members at some point. It's always interesting to see the comments and see the people be like, hey, you can't do this, and then they go ahead and fix the app. Makes you wonder what the original story was like, what the original intent was. And their last post was a task. Oh dear, so they're not active anymore. Oh hey, I kind of remember this series. Yeah, I remember seeing this series. Man, that was an old series. Team Fairjewel. Sorry, this was giving me flashbacks. Flashbacks to a friend that I used to talk to in 2013, back when a certain game was a certain Flash game and sequel to a very popular Congregates Flash game was still up on a different website for whatever reason. Anyway, we got Lemmy the Mawile and Arbor the Hoppip. Oh, already an interesting choice there. Crunch, Ice Beam, Thunder Punch, and Brick Break. Got an all-around moveset there. And this was back when they were only a Steel type, and Fairy types didn't exist. And then the Hoppips got Mega Drain, Bullet Seed, Poison Powder, and Protect. You know, this has got me thinking now with if this group continued on until Gen 6 released and everybody got to learn about how Pokemon now have a lot of the old Pokemon have Fairy typings now. Do you think they would have been upset that they couldn't change their moves to have a Fairy type move in them? Because if I had a Fairy type on my team, I probably would have been upset that I couldn't do anything to change the moves. They probably would have had to say something about that. Oh, looks like they're heading to Tao Village in this start. And they lose the paperwork. Wait, Arbor? Yeah, that's the name, Arbor. Okay, so they found the paperwork. They actually give a reason for why the paperwork would end up soggy, which I really like here. And this is Farfetch drink? Yeah, they probably could have made an exception, right? Like, yeah, who can predict a new type? And plus, that was the first time they introduced a new type since Gen 2, so... And we're likely not going to get a new type going here. Stellar type does not count because it's not a main type that any Pokemon can know. It's just part of a gimmick that's not even Mystery Dungeon related. I'm still struggling to keep the site closed. They weren't that wet, you overgrown Vulpix. Well, I mean, that's... Okay, I can actually see that being an insult. Let's see... The Team Fair Jewel... Let's see, Lemmy's story is that they were born in Steel City, they had a good life, had a good home. Dad played in an indie rock band. Okay, wasn't expecting that detail. Dad traveled a lot. Then the dad had been in an accident, an electrical fire. He wasn't gonna die. So then she asked her mom if she could get a job. But that apparently pissed off the mom for some reason. Like, why? Why would going out to get a job and making money piss you off? I feel like the thing that should have pissed her off was like, what? You're not going to get a job to support the family? Okay, so then she does it anyways, so she's gone. They were planning on being a merchant, but then they realized that they would hog all the money. Oh my god. I mean, if that was your first assumption, then fair point. But I mean, I'm pretty sure Shroomsworth could have helped a little bit. Maybe. Okay, that might be me mischaracterizing him. I don't know, Shroomsworth... he's done a lot to support Sapling Village. I'm pretty sure he'd understand. Maybe. I don't know, I'm just headcanoning at this point. And then for Arbor, they lived in Mossy Village with their parents. And then they got bored. Enrolled in some summer camp thing? And then they met Lemmy there. I didn't even know Tao had summer camps. That is a good question. They probably could have made it like a task, since tasks were mostly a monthly thing. I have a feeling they would have done it as a task and just continue on with the story stuff as normal. And then, a few weeks after that whole summer camp thing, which is still weird to me. Lemmy sent a letter asking if they wanted to join her in a rescue team. And then the parents sent them on their way. Met up about halfway there, and now they're in the village. Okay, we got more please accounts. They're teenagers. Alright. Let's see, what was your last post? I see an old Roblox template. I did not mean to search that one. I haven't used this account since I was a kid, sorry lol. Okay, so we got an actually pretty cool piece. Oh my god, so their last thing was a Mission 8 thing for PMD-E, and then they dropped a banger and left. Never gonna use this other than to browse me some dank-ass memes. Oh my god, what is this? Please tell me this is old. Yeah, this is from 2013. God, I can't believe DeviantArt hasn't changed since then. But yeah, what do you mean find some dank-ass memes? You last posted in 2014. I mean, not 2014, 2024. Okay, you can definitely tell this was from like 2016 or something. Somewhere around the late 2010s. Team Taiga. We got a shiny Zora. And a Talo, okay. Bird. Oh, I thought I saw something for a second. There's no bold. And the Zoro's name is Zvart? Zvart? Zvart. Zvart? What? Is this Russian? Let's see. Seal is the Taylor. That's right. Seal. Zvart is like, fuck you, I'm not saying anything. They're merchants, and then for Seal, okay, so the bird only communicates and chirps and chatters, I see. And then they were cut off by the fox for no reason. Let's see, Savar's got Night Days, Scratch, Furry Swipes, and Imprison. What? Svart forces the foe to use moves Svart doesn't know? What? No, that's not how Imprison works. Is it? No, Imprison does the opposite of what's being explained here. The opponent can't use any move that the user also knows. Oh, no, wait, I just read that wrong. That says, forces the foe to use moves Svar doesn't know. I don't know, there's something about that that could be worded better. I guess it's the forces part that really confused me. It could be like, Svar prevents the foe from using moves Svar knows. That's probably what I would have gone with. And as for Seal, they got Air Slash, Wing Attack, Peck, and Aerial Ace. I was about to say, like the font, but no, like the Disney princess. Let's see. The last thing was for a art fight thing from 2022. That's a lot of stamps, and we got a toy house. Great, a toy house. This user's account has been closed. No, wait, that's from a comment. Yeah, how do I judge activity from a toy house thing? Oh, wait, they have a Oh, I can tell how old this toy house is because it says they have a Discord name on here, but it uses the old Discord format with user hashtag 4 numbers. Let's see, the last post here was from a year and 5 months ago, apparently. And they link back to their DeviantArt here, so that's of no help. Let's see, next. Team Starseekers. We got Aster, a shiny Zangoose, with Crush Claw, Dynamic Punch, Swift, and Shadow Claw. Oh, that's it? Oh, is that them right there? The profile picture. Oh no. Oh, okay, so they differentiated between the bolded stuff. I was just wondering when the non-bold would come in. Yeah, that is true. I still remember that one time that apparently Glib tried to invade Art Fight. I don't remember what happened. I think they were trying to do a closed Art Fight. I think they were trying to close off a section of Art Fight for themselves for the Floriver shit. Shit. God, I can't speak. But yeah. Okay, so Aster comes from a farm where all these Zangoose are. Mom's a florist and a Linoon. Got 2 older brothers. They did farm work. Let's see. They got battle experience. We got mentions of survivors. And they're rescuers. It hasn't got that same sense of adventure. That's why they don't want to be a merchant. Oh, they got found out and banned. Cool. You'd love to see it. Oh, an image that got commissioned? Oh, hey, look! That's cute. Alright, I forgot if I looked at you. Birthday week. Have I? 2014. First place of Farfetch'd rank. Oh, wow. Really? Hang on, let me... I can't type. How many times have I mentioned that already? Judging results. Apparently this is for mission 6. Um. Well, there's 4 teams here, so one of these has to be it. Okay, yeah. So their team was the Symphony. That's the one that won, not um what was it? Team Star Seekers. Could be. Could be that everybody was born in June. Or it could be that everybody was born in August, September, or what was after September? Was it October? Yeah, I think it was October. Let's see. Team Real. We got Steely, a Totodile who's got Skull, Chip Away, Brick Break. I almost saw Break Dance. And Dynamic Punch. That should be a Pokemon move, though. Break Dance. Get some Capoeira representation. And then the second member is Riki, a Chikorita with Grass Whistle, Synthesis, Reflect, and Aromatherapy. So we got an entirely supportive character here. Is this a Xenoblade reference though? Okay, cover ear time. Oh. So Real was cut off? Why? I don't think Callahan would be the type to interrupt them while saying team names. Now, what do you mean spell like normal? If you're talking about fishing reel, then yeah, but there's also real as in R-E-A-L. You gotta specify. Now it's for Steely. Dad's a Charizard and mom's a Feraligatr. Very interesting already. You got 5 siblings. Used to fight all the time. That's it. Oh, they got a scar on their left eyelid. They're rescuers. And then Ricky is from a family of florists. Parents were disappointed they didn't want to continue a business. Steely's the strongest Pokemon I know, so I wanted her to help me. Are you sure it's because you don't have a single attacking move in your moveset? I was about to comment something referencing Steely Dan. Oh, I was about to say, okay, is the name of their partners Dan or something? So yeah, we got a typical PMD team here. Oh, they got art? Oh. If it was on the wrong side of their face, then couldn't you just have, you could have just, wand-tooled the thing and then flipped it around horizontally. You could have just done that. Last post was in 2025. Brelumosi? There's gotta be a Gajinka. Because I don't see much Breloom in that. Oh, Tumblr. I see a character I recognize, but I don't remember their name because I know them from that one fighting game. Oh, they're still active. Well, they posted literally last week, so I assume they're still active. Anyway, I'm going to put this in my list. Okay, next up. Team Xenon. There's Blade Runner again. RJ the Buizel's got Aqua Jet, Fury Swipes, Switcheroo, not a common move you'd see, and Brick Break. Always has a dark view on the world and how it works. The only reason he agreed to join the group of rogues was to fix the world into his view of perfect. Well, you're not the first one, buddy, let me tell you that. And then there's Cypress. A Trico with Bullet Seed, Grass Whistle, Leaf Storm, and Dig. Oh, and now we got Opaque. A Sableye with Fury Swiped, Zen Headbutt, Shadow Claw, and Power Gem. Okay, so story. Right, I forgot. I was supposed to be reading stuff. Again, focused on keeping this eye closed that I forgot about stuff. So this is RJ's story. Wait, Team Xenon as in the Noble Gas? So we're just mentioning we're just straight up making the periodic table canon. Okay, so RJ lived in the Mystic Lake area. I forgot, isn't Mystic Lake a setting in Toho Project? No, it's Misty Lake. Anyway, they lived in Mystic Lake, where they were raised with other Buizels and water types, but everything changed after the Lombres revolted. What? They were sick of being treated like second-class citizens and used their type advantage to beat the rest of us out of there. My father was the one of the few who survived, but my mom didn't make it. Huh? Okay. Interesting story we've got going on here. And Cypress doesn't talk much. He lived in the Lost Forest, training in the ways of the ninja. He left to do his own work, and then found RJ on the storm out of the invasion. Then they teamed up to form this team to take over the world. Okay, so he has a bad habit of mentioning his goal, I see. Also, what do you mean take over the competition at the guild? What, do you think helping Pokemon is a competitive process? Well, I guess this is PMDE, so I guess so. And then for Opaque, okay, so they just were in the slums of Lomomola City, and then RJ came knocking on their door. Wanted to evict them, but after talking about, she joined his team. He let me on his team when they earned enough points, as if she knows what the fuck that means. Okay, well, I guess to be fair, they do mention that in canon. This is a carryover from my last account, Aquajet Buizel. Okay. Well, we got a new thing to investigate. It still exists! And it has the Team Xenon application.
And yep, they have moved. May tasks. Okay. This is actually pretty, this is actually pretty cute, and oh my god, I wish I was that Trico so badly. I'm putting this in the Shroom's Worth folder. Team Cyan. Blaze? And his name is his name is Blaze, but he's a water type. Squirtle, okay. And also there's no Bold again, which is really great because I have one eye covered and I'm struggling to read. He gave a grin that simply read Schadenfreude. Also, I don't think that's how you spell Schadenfreude. I might be wrong. Come on. Yeah, that's not how you spell Schadenfreude. It's Schadenfreude. I played so much TF2 that I know how to spell that. Okay, this is interesting. This is the first time I've seen someone use a phonetic alphabet to spell their name. Unless there was one before and I can't remember it. Oh, and then there's another Pokemon, Miss Loose. We don't know much about them right now. Unless I skipped over some stuff. I forget what Miss Loose put down. I'll just make up my own team name. Lamau. Okay, so Blaze was born on the side of Lake Prosperity. Miss Luce found them. She comes from a family of rich electric-type Pokemon who are tutored in whatever subject they want. Wow, lucky. Turns out she was looking for servants, her allies, to make a rescue team out of. And they're in a Sorry. They're in a Molga. So this Emolga's got Spark, Acrobatics, Quick Attack, and Electro Ball. While Blaze has Aqua Jet, Water Gun, Aqua Ring, and Rapid Spin. Oh, so what do you mean, what about all our things? Weren't you the only one that came in? Unless I missed out on some details. The last post was in 2013. This looks too much like Glaceon. Who is that? I don't know. Okay, I really don't know what is going on over here, so... Precipice, interesting name. So we got Pearl, a Mawa with Astonish, Fake Tears, Bite, and Fling, no Steel-type moves. And then... Pumice? Or prefers Pummy for short. Okay, well I'm just gonna call you Pomni, because it's funny. They got Tackle, Ember, Magnitude, and Yawn. No Fire-type moves. No Bold again. That's an interesting name. One question, how exactly do you spell that? Callahan, do you not know what a precipice is in this player-made headcanon? Let's see. Pearl always liked to help people. Common life was too boring for them, so they set off in the wild to train for their dream job. And then they met a Taylor who told them of Tao Village. Wait, Taylor? But that's a new Mel. And as for Pomni, they've always enjoyed staying inside and out of danger. They're afraid to talk to others. They met Pearl one day in the forest and refused to battle her, so she took them under her wing. And after that, they became her partner. That kind of does sound like Pomni Amazing Digital Circus now, doesn't it? Okay, Peaches. Your last post was in 2013. I did not need to know you drew sexy things. Okay, so I'm guessing they never ended up getting a new tablet pen because they haven't posted since then. Darn you, Cat, for running off with the tablet pen. The censors. I wonder what they're censoring. We got a Riolu. There's no name listed here. They got Foresight, Force Palm, High Jump Kick, and Bullet Punch. Oh no, wait, there's their name right there. They're male. their name is male. They're a Riolu. And then we got the second member, whose name is also male, and they're an Absol with Bite, Future Sight, it's lowercase, Swords Dance, and Detect. Oh, no, wait, never mind. The Riolu's name is Mulak. Mulak? I don't know. Mulak and Jarum. Those are interesting names. Why haven't you signed? Or, rather yet, why did you only sign as male? Now I'm just imagining Male 07 from Half-Life 2 just stepping into the guild registrar and being like, "Hi. Sometimes I dream about cheese." I guess you should go with Alex. Okay, who is this? Also, Jesus Christ, my glasses have gotten so dirty from me having to cover up my eyes so much. Anyway, I think this is the Riolu. They hatched from an egg on Iron Island. They named them Mulak. And then they were snatched from his hands by a creature. I was raised to fight and protect anyone that has a good aura on until one day they heard a large bang. A hole had formed in the wall. They slipped down and ran to the nearby forest. And then after many days of searching for something, they saw white silhouettes. There he was, Absol. He helped me get food and helped train me. Then we heard about a way to help others and we thought we could help. Oh my god. Gotta breathe. And as for Jarum, it is as he says, although I was raised in the wild by my parents fighting off disasters, whatever that means. They only wrote a Mission 8 thing, and wow, this thing has literally nothing! I am surprised. No, not even anyone watching, or not even watching anyone. Wow! I am astonished. Team Pipsqueak. Oh! A yellow Rattata. I'm laughing because of something that I'm not going to say. It's not anything inappropriate, mind you. It's just something related to something that I'm working on. A Rattata and a Joltik. Oh! Oh, this is an interesting theme team. I already like this. It's a little rat and their tiny spider. Oh my god, that's so cute. I love it. So we got Poppy and Jitters. Even the names are adorable. Let's see. Poppy was born near Sapling Village and lived in a small village outside it called Ratona Village. Made up of Rattata and Raticate, but also Sentret and Zigzagoon. Sounds quaint. I've never heard of that word. They had several siblings, and they were born shiny. They went to Sapling Village to train in the Commerce Mushroom with Eldershroom, may he rest in peace. So, Poppy and his dad were attacked. Money was stolen. Came across countless ransacked caravans. Sometimes even found dead Pokemon. And that's when they wanted to become a rescuer. And as for Jitters, Jitters' family were traders. They worked in a caravan, so they regularly made trips to Sapling Village. They had paranoia because of creeping forest. Mom always kept them in high spirits. They came in the dead of night, every adult torn to ribbons. The blood, oh the blood. And my siblings and I, we hid. We were so small we went unnoticed during the raid. By the time the gang finally left, my siblings had fled, but I just couldn't leave my parents. It was curled up on my father's disfigured corpse that Poppy found me. Okay, so Poppy and his dad found Jitters and his wrecked caravan. He was actually the only Pokemon that they could find that was still alive. So Poppy's dad offered to let him come with them, and that's how Jitters became the partner. Got a cute little story here, even if it's sad. Also, yeah, dead parent. So Pipsqueak's got Attract, Hyper Fang, Quick Attack, and Fury Swipes, and Jitters got Pin Missile, Electro Web, Bug Bite, and Spider Web. She was named after the mouse character from Tribook series. Lol. Are you still doing stuff? Art Fight 2024. Oh, they have a Tumblr. Wait, is this actual activity? They last posted 5 days ago, which means I get to put this in the growing list of things. I'm gonna have to get rid of this list sometime. They also have a Twitter, but find me on Blue Sky. This place sucks. True. I will go do that. Did I spell that right? Yep, this certainly does seem like them. Alright. Well, since we know their whereabouts, moving on. Team Sylvan, that's the name. We got Flynn, a Litwick with Flame Charge, Substitute, Pain Split, another very uncommon move for a player character, and Shadow Ball. Then we got Colin, a Turtwig with Protect, Synthesis, Body Slam, and Seed Bomb. Interesting moveset for a Turtwig here. We are from France. Oh my god. I wonder if there would have been like an influx of gratuitous Spanish had Callahan mentioned Spanish instead and Glip kept making Spanish references. Let's see, Flynn has some distant family in Tao Village. Then they had a falling out with their family. Then they crossed paths with Colin and decided to join a guild. And they're merchants. As for Colin, they hatched in Sapling Village. They were whisked away to work at Castle Jack Lugia. And they were later saved by Mike! And that inspired them to join the guilds. The Merchants Guild excited them because they were interested in logistics, okay. And after about 2 months, they left for Tao and ran into Flynn, and they've been best friends ever since, apparently. You did this with MS Paint? Was there supposed to be a drawn app here, but then they decided to switch that over to a written app? Oh, so I kind of remember this style. Wow, they wrote an application and then they did nothing else with it, it seems. Yep, nope, they last posted in 2014. X and Y theories. Wow, and that was before, I think that was before X and Y came out. Hall figure? That's an interesting name. Orichi? Oh my god. Okay, okay. The reason why this... So we got Orichi. They're a Growlithe. Hold on, I gotta see. Yep, the name is Orichi and they're a Growlithe. You want to know why this is funny to me? Because there's a Mugen character out there literally called Orochi Growlithe, and it's as funny as you would think it is. It is literally... a Growlithe with an Orochi-like moveset. Hold on, there's a video of this. Let me mute the thing that I have on in the background. Okay, so... we got Orochi from King of Fighters here, and then we also got Orochi's Growlithe. Orochi uses items. That's so funny. Oh, and Orochi's also got the Growlithe themed pants. I forgot about that. Can we actually see the Growlithe fight? Okay, here we go. Yeah, they got stuff. Oh yeah, it's also a Spanish character, by the way. When I submitted this to Sprite Club, everybody was like confused. Like, this is probably one of the more wackier submissions I submitted to that site. Okay, Orochi Edit, you don't have to show off. Is there like another piece of footage for this? Okay, yeah. This was what sold me on it. Look, it's even got Orochi's full screen. He's got the full screen hyper. Don't ask me why what the Jolteon speaks Japanese. I couldn't tell you. But yeah, that's why I thought this whole thing was funny because of the existence of that character. Anyway, they got Flame Wheel, Flamethrower, Fire Fang, Ember, and what was the name of Orochi's full screen super in KOF? Marokare. That's what it was, yeah. The full screen super that everybody loves. Though I have other names I've gone by, like Speeds, Richie, Rye. Still interesting that this Growlithe is called Orichi and not Orochi. Blech. And they want to go by Team Hall Figure. Not the best name, but they certainly like it. Let's see, they're bigger and taller than normal Growliths. They always wear a red bandana. The mane on their head is a bit longer and fluffier than other Growliths. They're also a bit darker in color. Pretty quick on attacks as well as dodging. They are a bit of a mischievous puppy. They are speedy, but are not able to slow down sometimes. Okay, now we get to the story. I was born with my parents. Okay, that's a sentence to start with. I was really happy with them. Father was one who gave the bandana. A few days later, they lost their bandana and lost sight of where their parents were. They're either dead or just looking around trying to find them. Okay, so ambiguous parents now. They don't remember much about their childhood, except that their parents were nice and that they lost the bandana. They were young when they lost them. They became a traveler. They pranked a few Pokemon. And then afterwards, they decided to prank those Pokemon at the town. And apparently the Rapidash saw them and complimented them. And the Rapidash taught them how to become quick with attacks and speed. They were mischievous because they're so lonely. And then the Rapidash left them. Oh, looked up to them as a secondary father. And then they came across Tao Village. And after a few days, they thought about forming a team, and then they're here. That's it. Apparently they like the name Orichi. I also see what looks like Warrior Cats. 2017 was their last posted. They have a... You haven't linked your Tumblr. But you have linked your YouTube, so what's on it? Your Tumblr link! Wow! It's gone! And apparently they were gonna come back to DeviantArt in 2018, but I don't know. Demon's Blood, okay! Already off to a strong start here. We got Tiffany Rose, a shiny Poochyena with Captivate, Poison Fang, Sucker Punch, and Bite. And their partner, oh, an egg. This is the entire application. I don't need to scroll down anymore. Okay, so wow. Not even a story or anything. That's just that. What? You may have missed it in the group's FAQ, but Pokemon are not allowed to have boobs? I'm sorry, what? Also, we have a second account here, so... Yep. This is the only post on this account, so what's on this account? 2017. They have a Tumblr. Moved to a different account. Move to another account. And it's empty. Also, it decided to open up another window for no reason. Get a free visitor map for your site. So yeah, don't know where they're at. Final tab. Team Shadow Knights. We got a Shuppet. Yeah. This will be the last application for the night. Victoria the Poniard and Bandit the Shuppet. There was a Poniard? Okay, so they're signing up for someone. They are... Wait, what? Team Horn Duo? Okay, then where does Shadow Knights come from? Okay, so for Bandit, lived in the middle of nowhere, just outside of Tau. Misplacing Sableye gems, knitting voodoo dolls out of Spinnerack silk, startling Whismer. Okay, we got an interesting character here. They came to Tau, interested in seeing the towns and cities. They went to Monochrome Tower during the Great Race Between Guilds. And apparently they went to... No, wait, that's just talking about store-based stuff in Mission 5. They seek to join a guild in anticipation for adventure. Oh. And as for the Poniard, she's bedridden. Recovering back in Castle Jack Lugia after a typical accident. She's not from around Tau. She came from a faraway place. From within some sort of large chasm. Part of a pack led by a father. Plenty of disagreements until finally he kicked her out. She came to Tau taking a train so she might return home and overthrow her dad as the new pack leader. Okay, interesting. Also, I misnamed Victoria. Wait, Victoria's the pawn, your bandit's the shepherd. Right, right, right. And now we have a hoot hoot here. So Tori's got Metal Claw, Fan Attack, Leer, and Attract. Interesting moveset here. Bandits got Shadow Sneak, Knockoff, Fake Tears, and Screech. And now we got Edward the Hoot Hoot. Always appreciate seeing a non-typical bird around here. Uproar, Confusion, Roost, and Whirlwind. Also, love descriptions and moves. They are rogues. Okay, so this is new member stuff. They don't talk about stuff, unfortunately. Also, I'm pretty sure when this person mentions Team Shadow Knights, I'm pretty sure Callahan should be confused here because he's like, fuck you talking about Shadow Knights? Oh, you mean, scroll back up. You mean Team Horn Duo? Seriously, they didn't correct this. Alright, so... Have you posted anything recently? 2019? Is this a Pixie Hollow character? Or a Pixie Hollow OC? And I don't see alt links. Wait, hold on. There's a Patreon. Nothing. So yeah, their fate is unknown. And that's where we will stop. Well shit, okay. We're at Shadow Knight now. We got the rest of these. We're nearing the end. Just these series of tabs is all that's left. My vision is starting to blur a bit, but that's because I had my hand between my glasses and my eye. Also, random ass tiny URL link here. Yep, we're nearing the end of Farfetch'd guild rank. There we go, that's all of them. Could be tomorrow that I'm doing. No, actually, I don't think it would be tomorrow because tomorrow is usually Freak Fortress Friday on Disc FF. So if they're not doing anything for Sunday, then I'll pick up there. If they are doing something, I'll pick up Monday. So anyway, I will see you all tomorrow for Freak Fortress Friday if that ever happens. If it doesn't end up being Freak Fortress Friday for whatever reason, then shit, I don't know. Anyway, good night. This is the post-credits scene. I love Shroomsworth. I still wish that was me.